So then comes the marketing and sales strategy. This is where the money will flow from you. You can say like this because
Right. Right.
and this is and actually and sometimes and why I put it over here, like there are a lot of buzz going on between digital marketing, so and social media campaigns, and and SEO, and all the buzzword that is being Google, okay, we are having. So people or entrepreneurs tends to or carried away with this, look like they put so much money into this and they end up not generating or not having a customer acquisition cost which will be settled. So this is very important. Okay, now so the first thing comes the price. What sort of, are you following a dynamic pricing model or a marketing cost by seeing your competitors price? What sort of model what sort of pricing model that you're keeping. Okay, then what sort of placement of your product because once you have identified your target customer by doing some research, you have to set up the price for that. You have to set up the place of that, where you are going to place. Let's say if you're operating remotely, okay, how you are setting or how you will be interacting with your customers. You have to have some sort of on-site resource which are responsible for to have some interaction with my customer. Okay, and then what sort of promotion mechanism I'll be keeping it. Whether I'll be going some sort of referrals mechanism, or once I'll be attracting the users, I'll be giving them sort of freebies. Okay, what sort of a promotion mechanism I'll be keeping. And over here, I just need to quote one thing about social media campaigns now, or social media advertising or marketing, what you can say. Okay, now if you understand, or if you can understand the cost structure of those social media platforms, I want to highlight over here LinkedIn. Let's say LinkedIn charge with you if there are per click, if there are if you have post something, and if you have certain likes or certain views, okay, which is a paid content, it will charge you based on that. Okay, and similarly Instagram or Facebook. So if, let's say, if your customers are mostly using Facebook, okay, you have to set up that model. Let's say, okay, Facebook charge $10 if one user will download an application from that paid content, okay, for one user. So even if your users are high, and if you are giving for one app installation, if you are giving $10, so it will be a huge, okay, it will be a huge expense. Okay, so first study all your users, that what your users are being using most social media platforms, and then classify it based on different criteria. You don't have to put all your eggs in one basket. Let's say only focus on Facebook. You have to first focus about your users using that platform, and then categorize it and put it like 20% into each media channels. Okay, and then I would not recommend you to start with search engine optimization or search engine marketing. Okay, because it will be too costly for you. Okay, because these things might not, or sometimes overlook some entrepreneurs, that they try to put too much focus and too much cost into this. So you can do, like, you can set up different iterations. Like first month, I'll focus on social media campaigns. Then I'll do some sort of different promotions. Okay, so you have to have a balanced approach once you are doing a promotion or some campaigns. And secondly, you can think about, normally people go to some different conferences to pitch their products. Okay, which I feel like, I've been to different conferences. I see, different startups coming, or there's some different booths which are having from the startups. Okay, people tends to, these days especially, or before COVID, I would say, people actually visit the conferences just for the sake of have some good networking mostly. Okay, you will not see good investors going there. So if you are going to a conference to pitch your product, you have to see that what sort of investor coming, and what sort of other competitors you will be having. You can have an idea about the standard of the conference. Okay, so that's number one. Okay, number two is that if you think that you have to give, instead of digital marketing or some strange marketing strategies, you can think about focusing the quality on your product. Okay? Because if your product is having a good quality, if your team is good, you have studied you do all your basics well, your investors will come to you. You don't have to get to your investor and pitch your product. Okay, so you have to focus, instead of putting so much budget into this marketing and sales strategies. You have to focus on your product, and you have to know your customer, that which platform you're using, and have a sustainable and a balanced approach for that.
Right, Taha, I remember that for the longest time, the marketing experts, I'm talking even before the internet is what it is now, the traditional marketing, it used to be said that you have to apply the 3 Ps, right? The 3 Ps of marketing, which were traditionally, product, price, and promotion, right? That was pretty much the idea. And well said, your explanation on this. But I think I'd like to highlight from your comments two things that I think that are critical. First of all, product in general terms, it doesn't matter if it's physical or a digital product or a service. Include personalization in it. I think it's important to include the other P, that is personalization. If you have a physical product, you can actually do mass personalization of that product to differentiate yourself, right? So think about that as an entrepreneur, right? Maybe the same product that is out there, you are enhancing it, you're making it better, different, faster, cheaper, etc. Include the other P, which is the personalized experience associated with that product. Also, I have done a lot of promotion, basically, with zero paid promotion. And that is by telling stories. If you're an entrepreneur and you are passionate about your product and your customers feel that you are doing something good and excellent, that is the best promotion that you can get.
Exactly.
So leverage that. You may not have the budget to pay expensive ads in Facebook or LinkedIn like everybody else is doing, right? They spend millions of dollars every day in advertisement. But a genuine story, someone speaking from their heart as to what is important to them, that goes beyond any amount of dollars that you can pay. So leverage your passion, your stories with others, through social media for free, basically. It's very important.
Exactly. And there is 2 things I need to highlight. First thing, you don't need to, if you are thinking about from a marketing and sales strategy, you don't need to have a team for that. You can outsource and do an on-demand model in which you can have like a SaaS model in which you can outsource, and you can pay or do the marketing as per the volumes that you are generating. You don't have to hire the team on site for that. So that's right. People can leverage this facility which we are which is available in the market. So the second thing is that people usually go for the reviews. So try to get some reviews for your product. If you are having a startup that has been going on, and if you are having some product testimonials, so LinkedIn and your networking friends are a good way in which you can generate good reviews for your product, and people actually tends to look at those reviews. Okay, they don't want to go or think about something else, because once somebody is doing it, people tends to follow the trend. So you can also leverage this thing.
Right. If I want to buy a product, especially if it's something substantial, I want to ask people that I know, hey, what type of car are you driving? How do you like that car, right?
Yes, exactly.
And the same goes with even basic things, that those review, that feedback is important.
Hi, I am Josue Batista from What and Why First. I created this video blog to share with you my thoughts about relevant trends in leadership, strategy, innovation, and value creation. If you want to watch more videos, make sure you follow my blog so you never miss any of my new videos with more tips about technology and business. And if you are already a senior leader in charge of making decisions in your organization, and you would like to put some of these strategies in place for yourself, go to josuebatista.com and learn how I can help you.